Hello everyone, namaste from India. Wow, these lockdowns, my God, oh, wow, we're all feeling it. Yeah, I have not been able to do videos like for 5 days. You know, I've been feeling very heavy, very strange in my body, even though I'm doing the practice. Probably has to do with the moon. And yeah, we're all experiencing this uncertainty, these fears, this lack of certainty. It's a very rich time for spiritual inquiry, but it's a very hard time on the material level for all of us. Yeah, some of us have the privilege of having a home, of having some food, and in these moments of crisis, that is luxurious. That's how I would call it. Some of us, we are home with our dear ones. We may be away from the people we love, but still we have a home. And some of you are somewhere stranded in a foreign country. Some of you, I know, you're trying to get back to your country of origin and it's not working because everything is closed. There's no flights. I mean, it's quite an intense time for all of us. And I also understand this because I communicate with a lot of people that write me, with my friends, and we're all moving through uncertainty and how to seek balance in this lack of control that we are all experiencing, how to seek the center in the dynamic forces that are changing our world, because it's not like we're gonna be like the same after this pandemic. No, we will never be able to go back to how it was, and this is something that we must really embrace. And if we're still holding on to our plans and our dreams, and everything is being rearranged by a higher power, and at the same time we are all growing so much from this being available to whatever is meant for us, not only as individual people, but as a humanity, as we transit into these uncharted waters. We are all together in this, and as human beings we're experiencing a lot of the same feelings of anger, of fear, of frustration. That's why last week I gave you a meditation that has been very helpful in my personal journey, and that it's meant to go deep into the emotions, into the, how can I say, this turmoil that we are all experiencing, because here in India the lockdown is going to be extended, who knows, maybe until June. I've heard the same about Spain. We are not controlling anything in this moment, and that's the magic of it. There was a teacher that says that the bad news is that we are falling, and the good news is that there is no ground. There's nothing to hold on to, and at the same time we can fall deeper and deeper and deeper into the reality of this human predicament, and at the same time the beauty of understanding that life is so precious, and that today we have this life and tomorrow we don't know. So the gift of fully appreciating everything, I don't know how to say it. Like in my case, it's like we wake up, I do my practice, my husband starts working, and then we clean the house, and then we cook, and then we do the laundry, and things that we had never ever done before. I mean, all my life I had someone to do that for me, and now I'm in this fix. We have to do it. And yeah, it just takes us like 2 hours to put everything in order and to clean deeply, and we're also like understanding a lot about the home mechanics, and really like going deep into the cleaning and like creating food with so much love. So there's also a pool of infinite creativity, even in the middle of chaos. So today I'm going to answer some inquiries that I've received from many parts of the world, from some of my students, and also from people that I still don't know personally. But your questions all tell me about this desire that we all have to go deeper into what is happening and into ourselves. So the first inquiry is coming from the Netherlands. Hi, dear Roxana. I'm so happy that you're there. Thank you for writing me, and I knew I had to do these videos in English as well for some of you that don't understand Spanish yet. And you're asking me about multitasking. Is this a time to multitask, to just keep in this energy of like busy? And yeah, we can fill up the day with a lot of busyness. And I know you're a mother, so just holding your son is already a huge endeavor. So your job, do you have to go in this mode? Okay, let's take advantage of this crisis and make some more money, and like that's the old predicament. That's the old predicament where money was the god. Now we all, even though we may have money, we don't have places to shop. We don't even have Amazon here in India. It's blocked down. So this is not the moment to just reproduce the same normal that we used to know. This is the time to just let go of that. And just to simply be in the pause. And in the pause, in the silence of the present moment, new information will come to you. And I really recommend you take some time during the day to be by yourself. This is so important, and to listen to what is happening inside, and write down and journal, and maybe be quiet, because in that silence is where you're going to understand that what we're going through as humanity, not only as individual souls, is a huge, amazing transformation. And the more we transform on an individual level, the more we can help. And this brings me to the second question from Panama: how can I help? I feel this desire to help people. I think the best thing we can do for others is to be happy and calm ourselves. If we are in our core, in our connection to who we are, then we can help others. Otherwise, we're gonna be this like maze of emotions and frustration and fear, and then we're gonna just speak to someone and throw that on them. So hold your horses. Do your practice. If you don't have a practice yet, find some time to breathe, or to write, or to read something that calms you, and then relate to people. And also, don't relate to other people's drama, and don't put your drama into other people. I think that's so important, because in these times we already have enough. I'm very lucky because I communicate always with people that are in their own center, and people that can actually like share from their abundance, from their source. I've learned many years ago not to like relate to energetic vampires, and this is going to start happening, because people who don't have an anchor in their spirituality, they're going to try to reach out for others to just feel some like foundation. So don't relate to other people's drama. If someone is complaining, oh, this is terrible, I cannot pay my rent, I cannot work, this is horrible, it's like, I mean, you're not doing them any favor listening to them. Maybe say, just calm down and think of something that you can do now for someone else. Instead of just like complaining about your life, what can you do for others? Instead of victimizing yourself, how can you create something today? Even if it's a little bowl of rice, that's a creation. Anything that we create each day in this crisis is a huge success. Don't judge people. That's another way of giving. And don't judge yourself. I mean, let's be clear. We're all doing the best we can in these moments of change. We have never been through anything like this. I remember my stepfather, he was in Second World War, and he was Austrian, and he used to tell us about when they were running away from the Nazis, because he was Jew and his sister, and they were like experiencing hunger, and like, my God, for us was like a movie. And now we're all experiencing something very similar to a world war, where the whole world has stopped. So we cannot hold on to our lifestyle before the pandemic. Everything that happens from now on is absolutely new, and it's about being responsible for who we are, and also taking responsibility for not putting our stuff on other people. That's definitely not helpful. The next two questions are from Argentina, and one of them, she's asking me about the yoga of the mat. Yeah, it's the time to do your yoga of the mat. What is yoga of the mat? Yoga of the mat is being settled inside as you go through your day. Even if you are by yourself at home, you find something that takes you deeper into who you are. If you're like on the Netflix all day, you are probably going to be just in denial of what is happening with yourself. Yeah, just take the Netflix 1 or 2 hours a day, but the rest, create something, give something, be with yourself, just listen to yourself. Something as simple as just walking in your home and just being grateful for everything that's there. That's a beautiful way of putting yoga off the mat. Marina is also asking me about teacher trainings in yoga, and there's a video that I'm going to post. That this video I did it like a couple of months ago, and I was not like brave enough to post it. But now that I see so much offering of yoga online, and some of it is really irresponsible. Anyone is just posting stuff about like how to practice yoga. No. Yoga it's a spiritual path. It has to be studied with a teacher that has some awareness, let's say, and that has prepared themselves seriously for years, not in a month teacher training. So I'm going to post a video soon about that, about how yoga has been watered down in the whole world, especially in the Western world. And with these creepy, I would call it creepy offers of yoga asana online, it's becoming more and more diluted. And it's something that we need to be aware. And then the last question is also from Argentina. What about our intention? Yes, sometimes we have a beautiful intention to practice, but we don't have the teacher, we don't have the technique, we don't have the community. What to do in those cases? So my suggestion, as always, sit for a little while during your day and take a moment to breathe and to be with yourself, and that's already a practice. And once this lockdown is over, then you find a teacher. You cannot learn yoga responsibly online. And that's why I don't teach yoga online. But at the same time, I don't judge anyone that is teaching asana online. I don't. Because this is not the time to judge anyone. We're all doing the best we can, and we all have different elements and dynamics in our lives. Do what feels right for you. Take an action that you can live with. And that's the path now. It's not time to just sneak into someone and say, oh, they should be doing it this way. No, it's like Brené Brown says, I only take criticism for whoever is there with me in the arena, taking the punches. So do the best you can, and that's beautiful. Let's have compassion for each other. If I decide not to teach asana online, that doesn't mean that I'm telling you don't teach asana online. I know some of my students are doing it, and you have your reasons, and I respect you, and we're all grown-ups, and I just believe that it's not the right thing for me, because I do need to feel the student and to know them personally so I can help them. But it doesn't mean that it's wrong, or there's nothing wrong or right in yoga. Yoga is about being true to yourselves. So I really thank you for your questions. Please keep writing me, because this also keeps me like sharp. It's hard for all of us. It's a huge transformation, and let's do the best we can. Let's try to stay positive. Let's connect to each other. Let's be the love that this world needs so desperately right now. Thank you, Netherlands. Thank you, Panama. Thank you, Argentina. Namaste.